Speaking of the New York City economy, there are weed shops.
The proliferation of these stores over the last 2 years, you've walked by them, Carol.
I have.
Sometimes we walk by like trucks that are selling weed and it's like out in the open and they're not actually like selling it. They're just like allowed to. It's very weird.
Yeah.
It's had an unexpected consequence for banks and real estate owners. Many are now intertwined in the cannabis business. Another story.
Who thought this was going to happen? I mean, come on.
Of
course it was going to happen.
Well, I don't think that the policymakers who legalized marijuana in 2021 at the state level thought that this was going to happen. They had arguably the best intentions. They wanted to create a process that would allow people who were harmed by the war on drugs to be the first people to benefit from the ability to make money off of selling legal marijuana. However, they legalized the product in 2021 and then took almost 2 years to set up a system by which people could legally sell it. In the meantime, we had a pandemic that destroyed a lot of retail outlets and created an opportunity for unlicensed marijuana sellers to move into storefronts all across the city. There's an estimated 2,000 of them across the 5 boroughs and at least 450 of them in Manhattan alone.
Is this stuff just tolerated, though? I mean, unlicensed used to mean like, okay, you know, you're unlicensed, so you can't do that. If you're an unlicensed driver, you're not supposed to drive.
Right. Well, it's complicated. There are very few laws left on the books at the state level that make possession or sale of marijuana criminal in any way. So there's an elaborate legal process that the city and state have to go through in order to try to evict an unlicensed marijuana seller. And in the meantime, the sellers are sort of operating with impunity.
So basically you've got landlords who have unlicensed weed shops, and then you guys did an analysis.
Yeah.
And then you got JP Morgan Chase & Co., Signature Bank, and New York Community Bank had at least 25 mortgages to pot shop landlords, according to public records.
Yes.
And so, you know, we don't know who knew what, right? But nonetheless, you know, you have this illegal stores exposing the financial community in a big way.
Right. So marijuana is still illegal at the federal level, even though it is legal to use at the state level in more than 25 states, I believe, at this point. And so that exposes the landlords who de facto have these unlicensed pot shops in their buildings and their mortgage holders, these large federal banks in some cases, to all of the liability that entails when you have an illegal operation happening in a storefront.
I'm going to have a grandchild before they figure out like the financial system.
This,
like
before the Safe Banking Act passes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, this is
I think
crazy, right? How long we've been talking about it.
Yes.